while you're watching this video, make sure you comment below who do you think got the best deal out of all of these trades, and also, do you think the Cleveland Cavaliers will make it back to the 2018 NBA Finals? With that being said, let's just get right into it. Let's start with the LA Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets. June 20th, they decided to trade D'Angelo Russell to the Brooklyn Nets, right? They received the 27th pick in the draft, right? And they drafted Kyle Kuzma, which is excellent. And now it's probably safe to say you would probably trade D'Angelo Russell straight up for that 27th pick if you would have known Kyle Kuzma was going to be good as he is today. Now, the Brooklyn Nets, I'm going to start with them first. I like Russell, right? He's doing good, and he wants to prove he's a leader, and he trained well in the offseason. I like this kid. He's coming back from a knee injury. He's a good fit with the Nets, but the Nets are not going nowhere anytime soon. Now, the Lakers, on the Lakers side of things, and they did give up Brook Lopez and, whatever. But now on the Lakers side of things, right? These are the blockbuster trades I'm talking about and what they're trying to do with their teams. Now, the Lakers, right? They got their eyes set on a free agent, right? They either want to get LeBron James or Paul George. They trying to go big, right? So they creating cap space. So let's just start from the beginning. They got Russell off. We talked about that. They ended up traded for Isaiah Thomas, Shannon Fry, the Cavs first round pick, not that Brooklyn pick now, right? And they gave up Jordan Clarkson, right, off that contract, and they got rid of Larry Nance Jr. Two young athletic players, two very nice players. But you got to clear them books. Now, they clear cap space, right? They could possibly have up to $70 million in cap space, right? For free agency this offseason. So we know what they're trying to do, right? So they got rid of Russell, right? They set their targets on that number 2 pick, Lonzo Ball. They drafted him number 2. Now you got your rookie, right? But Kyle Kuzma is the man right now. But Lonzo Ball is what they're focused on, right? So they got him. And now they want to put superstars around them. Not all-stars, fellas. Not all-stars. They want to put superstars around Lonzo Ball. So, in doing that, they had to get rid of some people. They had to get rid of them. But I do think the Lakers got the better end of this deal with the Brooklyn Nets, because at first you was thinking like, oh, Lonzo's buzzing then. But don't think about Lonzo. He's good. Don't think about him. Think about Russell for that 27th pick and what Kyle Kuzma is doing right now. Jimmy Butler traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Who the hell? All right, so Jimmy Butler was traded June 22nd. This was the next big trade that went on. Now this was blockbuster because everybody was talking about this trade. You talking about the T-Wolves? Okay, let's just start with the T-Wolves and who they got. They got a guy, right? A leader, Jimmy Butler, not a superstar potential, but he's an all-star, right? Now, they have Karl Anthony Towns, right? They got Andrew Wiggins, and they offed Rubio. So they did get rid of him to the Utah Jazz. So they would make some moves. And they're, fourth in the Western Conference? So they got everything they needed when they got Jimmy Butler. They got rid of Zach LaVine. They got rid of Chris Dunn. And they gave up that number 7th pick, Lauri Markkanen. And I seen all you Chicago Bulls fans on draft day, right? I seen you guys on draft day, right? You was like, Lauri Markkanen? Yes. You basically gave up Jimmy Butler for that 7th pick because they wasn't even focused on LaVine. They weren't focused on Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn was not as good as they projected him to be. But when now that he's with the Bulls, oh my God. You talking about these last few games. Oh my, and Zach LaVine coming back from injury. Oh man. January 28th, the Los Angeles Clippers decide to trade Chris Paul to the Houston Rockets. Now, this is what they basically received. They gave up Patrick Beverly, right? They gave up a good defender, and they also gave up Lou Williams, who was an amazing scorer off the bench. Probably the best 6-man ever in history, you know what I'm saying? Besides like Jamal Crawford or somebody like that. Or like Rick Fox, you know what I'm saying? Or Robert Horry, 6-man, But, yeah, the Houston Rockets, they made out just great, So while everybody was focused on the big three, this was Houston's plan. While everybody was focused on the big three, right? Houston was focused on the big two. And I'm going to tell you why. James Harden is having an MVP year, right? Chris Paul wants nothing more to defeat those Golden State Warriors, right? He got something against those boys over there. He wants to win, right? So Houston's number 2 in the Western Conference, right? So they're on track, and they defeated the Warriors recently and just banged out the Cavs. Like, banged them out by 30 points, right? So it's definitely working out for them over there. Now, moving on, they ended up trading again. July 5th, they traded for Dan Gallinari, right? In a 3-way deal. And they still own $65 million for 3 years left on his contract. And in that deal, Paul Millsap was traded to the Denver Nuggets. Hawks got the worst end of the stick. They had like Crawford and somebody else, and nothing's happening and going on over there, and they're at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, so they definitely lost. But Paul Millsap is working out for the Nuggets. So and Dan Gallinari, he just came back in the last 2 games. I think it's averaging somewhere around 24, 25 points. So he's working out right now just in 2 games. We don't know yet, but he's that guy over there now. And the reason why I say he's that guy over there now, because right after that, they traded Blake Griffin January 28th to the Pistons, the Detroit Pistons. Now, so they got rid of Chris Paul. They got rid of Blake Griffin. Both of them out of there. Brand new franchise now. Brand new look. Lou Williams is over there killing. Dan Gallinari is over there killing, right? So, with that being said, the Clippers are still winning games. Like, they're still winning. So, at first I wanted to say Houston won this deal, but until I figure out where the Clippers are headed and what they're really trying to accomplish, and the fact that they're winning games without their 2 superstar players who played for them last year, we're going to have to wait and see. So right now I'm going to have to give this a look flat out straight, depending on what the Houston Rockets do in the playoffs. But right now, not so bad. Moving on. The Indiana Pacers decide to trade Paul George to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, okay, so the Pacers, they want a player who wants to play for them. They want a player who wants to win. But at the same time, I feel like they be scared to go after big superstar guys like the Blake Griffins. You know, they're scared to make that big trade, right? Or to sign that big piece. I mean, it's a hard market to play in. I mean, it's, you know, it's smaller. You know, the market is not as big as being in other places like LA or Boston or something like that. But Paul George basically wanted out. We're not gonna lie. We ain't gonna flex. We know he wants to go back to LA, so we had to make a move, right? We bust a move. We bring back Victor Oladipo and Sabonis. Right? Sabonis, he's a good big man. He's nice. He can, you know, nice little spot up shooter. And Victor Oladipo was having an MVP year, baby. All right, so this is about even. And the reason why I say it's about even, because Paul George is my guy. I'm not gonna down him. They made out well. They got PG, right? He's still balling over there. But who would have thought Victor Oladipo would have made the All-Star team before Paul George? Who would have thought Victor Oladipo would have been considered an MVP for 2018 season, right? Victor Oladipo? Man! The Pacers are ranked 6th in the Eastern Conference with a 31-25 record. And the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're 30-25, 1 game better than the Pacers. Flat out even trade. Plus, my man Oladipo got the nod first. What can I say? Moving on. The Cleveland Cavaliers trade Isaiah Thomas to the LA Lakers, right? February 8th, trade deadline. My man came out early in the morning, right? Said he didn't want to be traded no more. He was happily in Cleveland. 4 hours later, they let him go. Traded him to LA. All right, so the Cleveland Cavaliers make a mega deal in my eyes. They got rid of Isaiah Thomas, who was probably causing a lot of confusion in the locker room. Now look, he was a bad seed from the beginning, right? Because number one, you played them in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's from Boston. He's one of them, right? So when that energy comes over into that locker room, you already feuding because it's what you could have done or did to them if your hilt was right? So you're already a bad seed. He didn't want to be there anyway, right? So it was like they planning him there. But they got rid of that, right? Brown wasn't happy. Get him out of here. So he ends up over in LA, right? Who did we get in return? Him and Shannon Fry and the Cavs first round pick. I talked about that earlier. Now, they got Larry Nance Jr. and Clarkson, right? Mean. Nice. That was nice. All right. So they got younger and more athletic, right? They're trying to make Brown Mind happy. They're trying to make the finals, right? All right. So not only did they do that move, right? They make another move. They got rid of Mon Shepard. They got rid of Joe Crowder. They got rid of Derrick Rose. Man, what? They let off all the weak baggage. All the weak baggage, right? They brought in Rodney Hood and George Hill, right? Now, George Hill's familiar with the team when he was with Indiana playing them in the finals. And then you got Rodney Hood, a young stud who can shoot. What? All right. So, now, the Cavs. Now, I'm going to say this. The Cavs, everybody's thinking LeBron is going to leave, right? And that's what it's looking like, going out the door. But now after bringing in, I'm going to say weapons, right? Because you need weapons of LeBron. And there is not a team in NBA history who's coming off a championship and then coming off a finals and then being ranked number 3 is about to clean house, right? Because they think a player is going to leave. No, right? Yeah, they want to build for the future, but guess what? They kept their first round pick, right? They brung in younger and athletic players mid-season, completely changed, right? You will put your playoffs in jeopardy? Yes, you will, because you want to make LeBron James happy, right? And they want to, and like I said, you think LeBron gonna leave, he gonna mess around and stay. One of these dudes start balling out, right? Because they are better. Who wouldn't want to have Rodney Hood and George Hill over Rose and Isaiah Thomas right now, right? And or Clarkson, or Larry Nance Jr., who can jump out the gym. And then they still kept Tristan Thompson and JR and the first round pick. The Cavs won. They won. They won, right? And even if they lose LeBron, they still set up good right now because you got a lot of good play. Not a lot. You got some those top 5 picks right there. They're nice. They're nice coming out of that draft, right? Imagine if they get a hold of Bagley or some, or get like a number 1 by accident or something and pick up my man Trae Young if he decides to come out. Oh my God. You mean to tell me LeBron don't want to stay? Let me know what you think in the comment section about all of these trades and who do you think had the best. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace!